So what is up guys, it's your gaming dude back with another video. In today's video I'm coming at you guys with a $750 gaming PC which has the GTX 1070. Now you know GTX 1070 is one of the best price per performance GPUs. It can play games at ultra wide 1440p or even 4K at 60 frames per second high ultra settings. You can crash games at 1080p ultra settings and get well over 100 FPS. It is the cheapest it can go for a GTX 1070, so it's a really nice PC, and if you have a $750 budget, I'd recommend you to check out this one. So yeah, this video ain't gonna be that long, and let's get to the parts. For the CPU, I'm with the Intel Core i5 6400. Now it's a quad-core CPU clocked at 2.7 GHz. It's a really nice CPU for the prices for only $175, even cheaper than the Haswell architecture i5s. It's a really nice CPU. It can play games without bottlenecking your GPU. You won't even need overclocking. You will do editing just fine. And it has the best of the two worlds. It has a quad-core non-hyper threaded, and it can do 1080p or even 4K editing just fine. For the board, I went with the cheapest one I could find, but if you would like to go for the cheapest, don't go for the ECS one. So I went for the Asus H110M board. Now it's a really nice LGA 1151 board. It supports, I believe, up to 16 gigs of DDR4 2133 MHz. It supports also M.2 SSD. So yeah, it has a really nice features for a $50 board. You're mostly not gonna find a lot of budget boards that support M.2 SSDs. So yeah, it's a really nice board, and yeah, it's for only $50 and you can't complain. For the RAM, I went with 8 gigs of DDR4 2133 MHz of RAM. I believe it's G-Skill, but I really can't remember. But yeah, 8 gigs seems not a lot. But yeah, the reason why I made it 8 gigs that I have increased the storage. I didn't go for an SSD, but I have increased the storage. So if you like to increase the RAM and just you work out with 1 terabyte of hard drive, you can do so without getting over the budget. But 8 gigs will be fine for the next 2 years. And yeah, if you'll not edit videos and you'll just game, this will serve you well, more than enough, even at 1440p. I believe I went for the Hitachi's 2TB 7200 RPM hard drive. It's a really nice drive. It's 2 terabytes, so yeah, it's double what you get for a WD Blue for the same price. Games are getting bigger and bigger every day in terms of size, so you'll need 2 terabyte. If you just enough with 1 terabyte, you can do so, and you will have open budget, or you will save some money. But 2 terabyte is really nice for a $750 PC, especially when the GTX 1070 is taking over 50% of the budget. And for the GPU, the Zotac GTX 1070 8GB GPU for only $380, and you also have Gears of War 4 for free. So yeah, that's a really nice bundle for $380, and the GTX 1070 will play it well at 1440p 60 frames per second or even 4K. I mean, it was pretty hard to fit a GTX 1070 in a $1,000 gaming PC back, and you'll play games for 1440p 60 frames per second, which is more than awesome. It has a performance of a GTX 980 Ti. It's a really popular GPU, and it's easily one of the best price per performance GPU if you got it for $340 to $380. For the power supply, of a Solid Gear 650 watt power supply, it has all the connections you need. It's more than enough for your old PC. I mean, your PC doesn't consume over 350 watt. And yeah, I believe it's not modular, but it's for only $30, and it's a 650 watt power supply. I mean, come on, like, yeah, that seems like a pretty good deal. So for only $30 you get a 650 watt power supply. It's a really nice deal. For the case, I went with the Fractal Design Core 1000. It's a Macro 80X case. It is my favorite budget case. It's a really nice case. It's for $25. Looks pretty sturdy. It's from Fractal Design. I mean, yeah, for $25 you really can't complain. So yeah guys, that is it for today's video. I believe it's not as long as the previous one, and if you want to see my gaming PC build videos under 5 minutes or like 4 or 3 minutes, let me know in the comments down below. And again guys, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 100 subscribers. And I will say just wait for the 8 years old GPU. The reason why I didn't make the video about it, I bought a camera that is not working. Oh yeah, since I bought it, I'm living in hell. So again guys, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.